welcome. We are Agakura B and Jenn B, coaches of Justb. Thanks for stopping by. We are going to have a chat, so grab your favorite beverage and let's get started, my friend.
What do
What are we
you
talking
have?
about today? I have tea. What do you have?
Oh, lemon water. Very
Mmm,
interesting.
very refreshing. Mm.
Refreshing, yes. So, Jen, you know what? You're just too sensitive, and I wish you could just for once focus. And now, my dear friend, I'm going to ask you, what would your reaction or response have been in 2016 versus today, 2026?
So
Can you
I'm told
remember?
that I am too sensitive
Mm.
and too much. Was that it? No.
Too much, and just I wish you could just for once focus.
Welcome to our channel. Oh my goodness. So 2016, 10 years ago, I would probably have, I would have been like, oh, okay. I would have been oh, okay. I would have accepted it and held that and thought that was mine. And then I would have gone away and remasked myself to fit into that expectation of being quieter, focusing. Like, really, how can I get more focused? I would shame myself for not being focused enough. I would shame myself for being not the right person that could fit in. I would take that on. 2026, I kind of would sit here and go, well, that's interesting. Tell me more. And I would know, I would be at this place now where I would know in my heart and I would know in my mind that that's not mine. That's not about me. That's about Agakura and something with her or whomever it is. Because we've talked about this. We have these people in our life who make these comments of stop being so sensitive. And I would be like, now go, that's not mine. And I'm allowed to be who I am. And you're welcome.
Oh, I love that one. Shout out to Marie, is
To
it?
my good friend Marie. You're
Yes.
welcome.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to hold that there for a moment and then I'm going to put it back for you. Agakura, you're too sensitive. You're so distracted. You're way too quiet. 2016, my friend.
Um, very much offended and yet very sorry for the person. Like, oh my God, because of me, you've just not had a good time. I'll make it up. Please, let's meet again and you will see another side of me. Um, it's interesting that I used, I wish you could just focus. And you just said you're too distracted because that takes me back to the year 80, whatever, when I had this line in my school
Mm-hmm.
report that I was often distracted and everything else for my dad became irrelevant. Any good remarks on my report, any good marks, he just like it just, do you know when you have these, when you watch TV and they're reading a letter from the deceased or the victim, and then one line jumps out? That was
Yes.
what this line became for my dad.
Yes.
Like, how can you be distracted? I'm working my back off and you go to school to get distracted. How can you not focus? So the
Yes.
word distracted, really, that was
I
it
picked
became a
that for
trauma.
you.
It was a big thing. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you used it
I did
deliberately
use
because you
that for
remember.
you, remembering
Uh,
it because you used focus for me, which triggered that for me. So it would overwhelm,
mm,
like distracted wouldn't have done that.
See,
But
and for me, it's distracted because it's like the whole meal, it was lunch, and the whole meal was about that. And he kept going back to it, like
yeah,
distracted. What do you mean? Don't you just sit and
right.
listen? And then it became that thing where I would go to school, to church on Sunday, and I knew he would ask me what was talked about in church, and because he'd been there, I would really be like, focus, focus. What was it? Um,
Yes.
so 2016 would still have been the very, I'll make it up to you. I'll make me up to you. I'll make sure you see that this is not just who or
Yes.
how I am.
And 2026 Agakura would be
2026 would be, well, that's your impression. Well, if you think so, then how come you're always grateful when I listen to you and when I'm empathic to you with you? 2026 would also be, I think this might have just been our last meeting, depending on who it is.
I almost said that.
And I have the partner of one of my friends. He has this amazing saying, I fail to see how this is my problem.
Hmm.
So it's yours. As you
Yeah.
said, it's you. It still would do something with me, but not to the extent of I'm wrong. But why do I have to be attacked for being me? And I'm
Yes.
not willing anymore to be in circles where I'm being attacked for being me. That is over. And I
That's
even
not
today I had a
mine.
call from one of the people who's known me the longest. And I didn't pick up because at the moment she's not in the safe circle. She's not in the circle of pick up if you're not really grounded and you can just be don't.
Yes.
So people also, they don't necessarily just get erased, but they get put like I there's
Erased.
some things I noticed. I remember our last call. What did you say?
You said erased. I was just like, oh, erased is great.
Erased,
Just
erased,
erased.
erase and rewind. Um,
Yeah.
but I made note of our last call where
Mhm.
you bullied
Yep.
a group that I belong to, which is women who are not yet moms or who don't have children, and you really
Oh,
mean like she's not a mom, that's why she doesn't understand. Nah, 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 nah. So if you're a bully, you're becoming a bully, then I will reconsider our friendship. I
beautiful.
don't do bullies.
I love how you said reconsider. That's your
Mm.
power. That's taking your power back. And I almost said just like you, I'm like erased, but no, I thought ghosted. I will choose when to show up and be a part of that. If they're in my life where I cannot ghost or choose a different path, then the boundaries are a little more, okay, this is okay when this person's around with this or this. But yeah, like
Yeah,
you. I like the power I'm hearing for our 2016 um, um, growth to 226. Like it's been 10 years. We've worked, we've done our
yes.
own inner search. So for those of you listening, we didn't go from 2016 to
No,
226 like that.
no,
It was
no.
definitely
And
a
you
process.
said you said something important. It's the work. If
It's
you
the work.
just sit and let years go by, it doesn't necessarily happen because there's a kind of well, we've gone through different stages, like owning who you are, just
Yes.
and also working on the pain, the trauma, because it's traumatic when you grow up neurodivergent and being bullied for that and being othered all the time.
Oh, yeah.
There's trauma that has to be worked through. So,
So much guilt. And if you think, oh, but I had a pretty peaceful childhood. Yes, that's, I thought, I'm like, I didn't have anything like serious or traumatic, like big. And then when you start looking at the little pieces of the puzzle that were put together to create this belief system and build who I am and my own self-belief, there's some stuff in there that hurt, that needed to be reparented and loved. And that was good that we've been doing that. I did hear
yes.
you use one technique where you now step back and ask yourself. I think we both have mentioned that too. We both step back and ask, well, this isn't mine, so what's this about? So those are two
Yeah.
things we've done. What else can you think of that maybe is a reflection that helps you now?
Um, the tone that someone delivers something,
Yeah.
because it's really, if it's really attacking or coming at me, I'm like, there's something else beneath that aggression. Like it can be so frustrating that I'm distracted, like, or
Yeah.
that you feel I'm distracted or that you feel I'm sensitive. There's something else it's doing. Maybe you're not allowing yourself. to show your emotions. And now there's kind of an envy that I'm actually doing that.
Yes,
There's
very
a
good.
reason. There is not, you cannot be the reason for someone to explode the way they sometimes do.
Yes, I remember you saying that to me just a little while ago, and I believe you quoted Sean, our lovely Sean
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
um, and that someone else's anger isn't about us. It's about something
Yes.
triggered in them.
Yes.
And that's so helpful. So hopefully it helps all of you also watching
Mm.
today. Comment
Yes.
below what like we've mentioned microaggressions, like, oh, you're too sensitive, you're too much, you're too loud, you're too little, you're too focused, you're blah blah blah. What have you heard? Share those in the comments and we will be here to support you with those. Because I
Oh,
know we've had
mm.
more.
Can I ask you one thing, one that just came to my mind? How
Yeah.
do you react when someone tells you something and you react to that and they're like, sorry, I knew you'd react like that.
Oh my gosh, it's a full
Why did you
setup.
tell me?
It's a full setup because
It's a setup.
that
Yes.
is truly when you look at those type of interactions, that is their side looking for a dopamine hit and coming at you for that. And they know mostly that's how they're going to get their dopamine hit back. So now I'll say, could you reword that? What did you mean to be
Mm.
helpful or harmful? And I just kind of slowly am asking questions back. I'm hearing news questions out there where you can say, can you repeat that? Would you
Mm.
repeat that? And then sometimes they won't come back at you with it because they know in their mind it isn't helpful, it's harmful, and that it's their dopamine hit. And when you ask that question and you stop it, there's no return to their dopamine. You kind of just stop that interaction and you keep your own power.
And I love how you called it a setup because it's like if I know someone is going to react in a way that I don't necessarily like or favor, why would I tell them
Right.
that?
I mean, I edit myself so much all the time going, I really want to give them this feedback, but they didn't ask for the feedback and they probably wouldn't want that feedback. So I'll keep that to myself. Like, I don't know if anyone else does that or if that's just a neuro spicy thing, but reading between the lines and knowing if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. If you know it's going to cause the problem. Unless truly you can, I'm asking about this too, and truly you can say it nicely. In my business before we were trained to put sandwich a criticism between two compliments and it always felt fake. I'm like, oh, here's a
Yeah.
compliment, what's coming, and then they ended
Mhm.
with a compliment. All I hear is the criticism in between. I never really heard. I was like, fake, oh, thanks. It never helped. I would rather you just come up to me and go, all right, Jen, I love how you do this. Maybe try it this way or this way. I invite you to like look at it this way and see it this way. Instead of someone saying, you're too sensitive, you need to just relax or calm down or don't, it's not what I meant, type of like those type of things. I'm getting a little wound up. You can feel it.
I can and I am too because I really I'm how do you say I'm developing this allergy against neurotypical ways of the way we're all put like this works sandwich techniques then we all get put into a room we get taught the sandwich techniques then we're told by a line manager this is the way we're going to communicate from now on then everybody gets the same whether they're
Yeah.
different we're all different but we all do things the same way
Yeah.
it's such bullshit there's so many things out
Seriously.
there that are
Yes.
bullshit. Even the whole, I mean, not bullshit, but bullshit if you
Oh
think
no,
of for
bullshit's good.
everyone.
I'm good
Like
with
this,
that.
do you know this Pomodoro technique? It doesn't work with everybody.
No, it
It's like
doesn't.
it's like try it didn't work.
Oh, I like that. So instead of a sandwich, I request if anyone's coming to me, bring me a whoopie pie or a cookie, like an ice cream sandwich cookie. You want a sandwich, you keep the sandwich. Bring me something
Or
kind and
Oreo.
sweet. Oh, an Oreo where you can
Because
twist it.
you can open them and then you can put the cream on.
We're going to go down a rabbit hole. Careful, folks. Hang on. Buckle up. Here we go. what kind of Oreos? My favorite, of course, I have to eat the gluten-free ones. So they only have certain flavors of those, but I like the double stuff because there's more stuffing in the middle. And then I can twist it and eat the
I
cookie
think
and
we
then
don't
like,
have that many Oreo options in Europe. So it's usually the classic
yeah,
Oreo,
yum.
but then the fun is to open it and to put the
Hmm.
cream on one
Mm.
thing
Oh, is
so you
that how
can,
you do it? Okay, so
yes.
tell me how you eat your Oreo.
I open it, then I
Okay.
put the cream on one like corner so that there's a lot of cream. Then I
Okay.
eat the cookie, that's just the cookie, and or I might put it in my coffee and then have it like that.
Oh,
And then
mm.
at the end, I have the cream like
Oh,
mm,
but it's still on a cookie.
still on a cookie, but on just on one side, so it's
Okay.
more cream on that cookie.
I twist mine. So I have the
Mm-hmm.
one free and I eat that. Like I'll dunk
Mm-hmm.
it like yeah in my coffee or my tea. And then I take and I lick all the cream off and I eat the other one.
Oh, you don't eat them. Oh,
Isn't that
okay.
interesting? We all
Different
have different
way.
ways. Just like a cupcake. I'll take a cupcake, I take the bottom off, squish it on the top of the icing and squish it together so the icing's all in the middle, and then I eat it without getting the ice cream or the icing everywhere.
Oh,
It's yummy.
okay.
If you've never tried that, and if you guys have
No.
different ways of you eat, share that in the comments. And don't come at us for eating the Oreos the wrong way. Come on.
I think I must have had two cupcakes in my life because it's also not a very common
Yeah, it's not over
dessert
there.
in Europe. But for example, we have um, cherry cake, or
Mm.
for example, with cake, the crust.
Okay.
That's like the best part for
You
me.
like the edges.
The edges, and then when you put cherry and cherry and edges.
That sounds really
Yes,
good.
yes.
And then ours is brownies. Do you have you guys you could make brownies over there. I haven't seen too
Yes.
many. Like the corner piece with the
Mm-hmm.
edges and this all that extra crunchy chewy part.
See?
Yeah, so I'm hungry now. You can tell.
Yes, you are, and you haven't had breakfast.
That's all good. You haven't had dinner, so here
Yeah,
we
it's all.
are. And we
That's why
start,
we're getting on a food rabbit hole, guys.
yes, take us on. We're ready to go. So we started with our 2016 versus our 2026. And I would encourage and invite all of you to ask yourself those questions. What were you told when 2010 years ago? How would you have reacted and how are you reacting today? And is that still working for you? And if
Mm,
it's not, we invite you just to kind of step into it. Ask yourself, okay, so what's the message that was given to me? Who am I really? Reach out. We're here. Any last minute suggestions for our viewers, for our tribe?
um, no, this was really good. The how's it working? So I would like, and if I would also invite you, if your reaction is still the same like 10 years ago, don't blame yourself, don't shame yourself, don't guilt yourself.
Yeah.
Just consider how is it working, and if it's not working, what can I do? What are steps? Reach out to us if you want to know more about these techniques or
Yes.
steps. We're your hosts here as a podcast. We're both coaches, individual, and we also do coach together
Team
if that's what
coaching.
you wanted. So it's justb.conversations@gmail.com. Or if it's just a suggestion, maybe you would want us to record on a certain topic or
Mm,
um anything you need. The
yeah.
important thing is not to go and be like, oh my God, I haven't done this work. Oh my God, I still get worked up. Yeah,
No.
as we said, we went on this path of getting help. It's not even we went in and we healed ourselves. We got help. We worked with people who provided us with a safe
Mm.
space where we were able to explore, to cry. I think I might owe some people tissue boxes. Um,
Cry, get angry,
yes.
release the whole
So this
repair.
is, yeah. So look for a community, look for whatever is good for you. Not even going to say
Yeah.
what you look for, just anything that's good for you, that feels
Right.
safe. Put your safety, the safety of your soul first.
Yeah. And noticing is the very first step that always
Mm.
it frustrated me because I felt that I'm supposed to have a microwave fix me. But just noticing
Mm.
does start the repairing, the coming back to you. So
Mm.
if you like this, like,
Mm.
subscribe, share with your tribe, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.
Take care. Bye.